Hey guys, this is Mistress Nightmare here, and today we'll be reading chapter 1 of How I Became a Creepypasta. Before we get started, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepypasta fanfictions out there. Until then, let's get started. Charlotte's point of view. Well, guys, now we're talking about Africa. It is very terrifying, and you have to know that Africa has many problems, the teacher said as everyone in the classroom listened to her. It was in the middle of the class lesson. I was looking at the window from my seat. I watched as the birds fly away from the trees while I was spacing out, but was rudely interrupted by the teacher shouting at me. "Hey you, are you even listening? Charlotte," my teacher was shouting at me. I was getting annoyed by her. "No, I wasn't listening, you dumb shit," I said to her, as everyone in the classroom gasped in what I said. "I can't handle this right now, Charlotte. Your punishment is that you'll be studying 20 pages of..." I interrupted. "I think that's the bell about to ring, idiot." Just when I said that, the bell rang. She looked at me in shock and anger at the same time. I gave her a smirk as I left the classroom. I walked down the street as I watched some of the kids from my class. They were hanging out with their friends. I sighed in boredom as I continued walking. Such a boring reality. If there were creepypastas, they will kill all my enemies, I said to myself until my phone started ringing. It was my mother, who was calling me. "Hello, Mom. Yes, I'm coming home, but can I have a walk? I'll be home quickly, so don't worry." "Thank you, Mom," I said as I hung up the phone. Time skip. I was in the forest as I found myself finding one of the Slenderman pages while papers were pinned against the trees. "Don't look, or it will take you. Please stop sending Slenderman pages to the trees. Anyone can think it's kind of bad," I said as I stared at the pages. "He doesn't exist, even if I wish I could," I said to myself, until something happened. The sky became red even. The forest became more red as well. This terrified me. I didn't know what was going on. "What is happening?" I asked, confused. Until nighttime, I can see the moon in the sky, while I can hear insects making noises too. There was no point. I tried to find an exit for hours, and I feel like I was in a different part of the forest. My phone doesn't work inside. It's starting to freak me out until I saw a mansion. That was odd because it was never there in the beginning, I thought as I continued looking closer at the mansion. It was creepy looking. I didn't want to stay outside in the cold, so I walked towards the mansion. That's when I knocked on the door until the door opened itself. I got scared. "Hello? Is anyone there?" I called anyone as I entered inside the mansion. I was shocked and amazed how big this mansion is. "This mansion seems to have 4 different pathways," I said to myself. Then I saw a beautiful rose on the floor. I picked it up. "Wow, what a beautiful rose," I said. I took a sniff of the rose until I heard an attractive voice from the hallway. "Don't worry, my dear. Rest. You are my complete devotion from taking my rose. But unfortunately for you, you did not survive. Yes, you have to pay. Like the little bitch you are. You have to pay. That's teaching you by judging by the outwork of appearance. Close behind beauty outside can hide in death. Like behind an innocent rose." "Who is that handsome voice?" I said to myself as I followed the rose pattern petals. When I peeked inside the room where the roses were scattered, my eyes widened in horror because there was a man who did not have eyes, but he had a mouth. He even killed a woman too. "Baby, you are all mine," he said as I realized who he is. Oh my God. He's the offender man, I said to myself as I saw his eyes turn to me and where I was. I gasped and quickly backed away from his room. Where he was, I was in fear. I was hoping he didn't see me, but I was wrong. I heard his voice behind me as he put his hands on my shoulder. Looks what I found, a very young lady, Offender Man said as I was in shock and scared at the same time. No, I said in fear as I tried to get away from him, but a tentacle wrapped around my waist as I was pinned against the wall by him. Where do you think you're going, sweetheart? Offender Man said as I shrieked in fear. You are... Stay away from me. You are a disgusting monster, I said as Offender Man just smirked. I see you know me, sweetheart. Why don't we get to know each other better? Offender Man said as he was about to do something, but I quickly stepped on his tentacle and I was free from his hold. I never took one of your roses, you bastard, I said to him as I was trying to sound brave. But I didn't. I was more fearful towards him. Oh, you really already took one of my roses, he said as I was shocked and confused. I can read minds, baby girl. You're mine, Offender Man said, and I was in fear now while getting ready to get away from him. No, I started running away as fast as I can. You can't get away from me, my little bitch, Offender Man said as I was far away from him. I didn't want to stop, but Offender Man was still chasing me. But then it was tackled or jerked myself and I fell on my knees. God damn it, I said to myself as I heard someone nearby. But hey, what is that noise? I turned to see that person. I was shocked to see the Slender Man. Oh dear, what happened to you? Slenderman asked as he looked very worried for my health. Where is my little mouse running up to? I heard Offenderman and as he teleported where I was. Tears started forming in my eyes as Slenderman saw my fear. He broke the dead silence while he was getting angry at Offenderman. Offender, were you going to hurt this young girl? Splendor asked as he was shielding me from Offenderman. He glared at Splendor in annoyance. Shut up, Splendor. Don't take away my prey. You want to risk to die like last time with Slenderman? Avenger said as I stared at both of them while their conversation was going on. Did you bring her here? Splendor asked, is thinking that he's one of the ones that brought me here. No, I don't know where she got here. If Slender knows, it would be easier, Offender said, as Splendor turned towards me. Tell me, my dear, have you seen this mansion? Splendor asked, as I was very confused and scared at the same time. Seen? It was there, but a minute ago it wasn't. So what's going on? Am I going crazy? I asked Splendor Man. He stared at me and gave me a warm smile. Don't worry, dear. You're safe now, Splendor said until Offenderman broke the silence in anger, even showing his purple eye too. No way, Splendor. She's mine, Offender said as Splendor still was shielding me from him, while I was still scared and confused. What is happening? Am I going crazy? Somebody help me.